Hello Internet, it's Lindsay. On Sunday night, like many unsuspecting Americans, I curled up in front of my television to watch the Series 3 finale of the lovely British period drama Downton Abbey, only to have my heart, and my brain, ripped from my body and stomped on the ground. If you don't know what Downton Abbey is, it's about a large house in the early 20th century in the United Kingdom, and it deals with the lives of the upstairs and downstairs folks who live there, who deal with an unbelievable amount of melodrama. No, really, the amount of melodrama is not actually believable. But there's something really magical about that house, in which every single person that lives there is constantly subjected to pain and agony. And somehow, no one ever ages. And there's kind of time travel. My internet-saturated self managed to remain unspoiled for the terrible twist ending in which, spoiler alert, Matthew Crawley dies. I mean, really? Julian Fellowes, who writes the show, seems so averse to the concept of a happy ending that it makes me genuinely concerned for the man. Immediately following the happiest moment of dear Matthew's life, the birth of his son with his beloved wife Mary, he dies violently in a car crash. This came just weeks after Mary's younger sister, vivacious Sybil, painfully died in childbirth. And their hopelessly romantic middle sister Edith was literally jilted at the altar. In fact, the best news of this entire series is that Mrs. Hughes doesn't have cancer! Yay! Now to be real here for a moment, I don't dislike unhappy endings. I prefer happy endings in fiction because they don't always happen in real life. But unhappy endings can help take us out of situations that we deal with in our lives and allow us to see really terrible things through a whole new lens. But what I do take issue with on this show is Julian Fellowes' complete refusal to allow any character in the entire house more than one brief moment of joy. Except, of course, Maggie Smith, bless her. But let's be honest, Matthew's death is only going to lead to more melodrama and turmoil in the fourth series, so I'm not sure I can continue watching it. But I really hope this show continues to do well for a long time so that Julian Fellowes won't be allowed to destroy the lives of any more undeserving and unsuspecting fictional characters. I mean, think about it. Wesley and Buttercup are finally reunited. I will never doubt again. There will never be a need. And then Buttercup is brutally attacked and killed by the RRUSs in the fire swamp, leaving Wesley to go to prison for the rest of his life. Han is frozen in carbonite, and Leia bravely rescues him, only to have him die in her arms from complications during the unfreezing process. And then Leia gets eaten by the Sarlacc. Frodo dies. The ship is sinking, and Jack and Rose are holding onto the door for dear life, and Rose is on the door, and there's enough room on the door for Jack, but for some reason Jack decides... wait. So I'll stick to my happy endings for the time being, but here's to hoping the show continues to get fantastic ratings, so that Julian Fellowes won't be able to terrorize any more undeserving fictional worlds. Neville picks up the sword of Gryffindor, swings it high into the air, and misses Nagini, and then Voldemort kills Harry and everyone else.